Welcome back, Deep Divers. Today, we're going deep on something you might not expect. The stuff in your bedroom and how it could be impacting your finances.
Oh, yeah. And get this. Our source is this super interesting article from Spavelous online magazine. It's called Avoid Poverty: 9 Things You Should Remove from Your Bedroom Now.
Avoid poverty. That's pretty intense.
Yeah.
But don't worry, we're not going to be talking about hiding money under your mattress or anything.
Nope. This is all about energy, Like, what kind of vibes are you creating in your space?
I like it. So basically, this article is saying that certain things in our bedrooms, everyday things, could be creating, like, stagnant energy and actually blocking abundance.
Exactly. It's like, have you ever noticed how when your room is messy, it's harder to focus?
Totally.
Well, they're saying it could be the same with prosperity, Like your energy is all over the place.
Interesting. Okay, so the article gives us a list of 9 things to get rid of. First up, old clothes we never wear. Pretty basic, right?
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, think about it. Holding on to clothes that don't fit or that you're just tired of, it kind of weighs you down.
Totally agree. And the article even has this tip, like, turn all your hangers backwards at the beginning of the year,
Yeah.
and then whatever is still unturned by the end of the year, donate it.
Love that. I mean, honestly, getting rid of all that stuff can feel so good.
It's like a fresh start.
Yeah.
Okay, next up. This one's a bit more personal. Worn out underwear.
Oh, yeah, this one caught my eye too. So the article says these items like underwear and socks, they absorb a lot of our energy, right?
They're the closest to us.
Right. So if they're like ripped or have holes, it can send a message to our subconscious that we're not worthy of being fully supported.
Whoa, I never thought about it that way. It's like we're telling ourselves we don't deserve to be fully resourced.
Exactly. Interesting, huh?
Okay, this next one might be tough for some people.
Yeah.
Dusty books we'll never read again.
Oh, man, I have so many of those.
Right. The article calls them stagnant streams of consciousness.
I love that. It's like books are meant to teach us, inspire us, but if they're just sitting there collecting dust, it's like that energy is trapped.
Yeah, so donate them, pass them on, let someone else benefit from them. Keep that knowledge flowing. All right, next up, something a little less sentimental. Expired or unused beauty products.
Oh, this one. The article compares them to food. They say they have an energetic lifespan.
So, like, using an old mascara is like eating expired yogurt.
Basically, they're saying it can make us look and feel, as they put it, dated and stuck.
Dated. Ouch. So not only are we potentially harming our skin, but our energy too.
It seems that way. It's like clinging to an old version of ourselves.
Makes you think, okay, what about shoes? The article says beat up shoes are a big no-no because they're, well, what carries us through life?
Right, literally.
And they say holes in our souls equal leaking energy and resources.
Powerful visual. It makes sense. Like, if your shoes are uncomfortable or falling apart, you're not going to move forward with confidence.
So invest in some good shoes. Shoes that make you feel powerful. Okay, this one is a little out there. Incomplete accessories in empty shoeboxes.
That's so specific. I'm curious about their reasoning.
The article is basically saying that these things represent, like, incompleteness in our lives. Like, empty containers symbolize a void waiting to be filled, which could then attract a lack of abundance.
Wow. They even mentioned that saying, nature abhors a vacuum. So, like, empty spaces tend to draw in energy to fill them.
Interesting. So getting rid of these things is like a way of saying, I'm done with scarcity.
Makes you think about what other seemingly insignificant things might be carrying that kind of meaning.
Okay, next up. Old blankets, sheets, anything you use to cover yourself in bed.
Ah, this one makes sense to me. We spend so much time in bed. It's like, do you want to be surrounded by abundance or traces of, wear and tear?
So maybe time to treat ourselves to some nice new bedding.
It's an investment. And think about it. How do you want to feel when you wake up?
Totally. Refreshed and energized, not weighed down. Okay, the big one. Clutter. And I mean any kind of clutter.
Yeah, the article defines it as anything that's taking up space without serving a purpose.
Broken things, old electronics, that junk drawer we all have.
Oh, the junk drawer. It says clutter in our physical space equals chaos in our minds.
So true. I know when my space is cluttered, I feel so much more stressed.
It's like it blocks the flow of positive energy.
Totally. And last but not least, this one surprised me. Unused hangers and hooks.
Seriously, I have so many of those.
Right. But they say these represent stagnation.
Like, they have a purpose to hold clothes, and we also have a purpose in life.
And by removing them, we're opening up space for new opportunities.
I like that. So those are the 9 things Spavelous online magazine says we should get rid of. I'm kind of feeling inspired to do some cleaning now. What about you?
Me too. This is fascinating. But before we go full Marie Kondo on our bedrooms,
Yeah.
let's unpack this whole energetic clutter thing a little more.
Yes, good idea. What does that even mean, and how does it affect us beyond just money?
We'll explore that in part 2. Stay tuned.
Okay, so we were talking about this energetic clutter, right? And the article suggests that this doesn't just affect your finances, but it can mess with your health too.
Wait, seriously, my clutters are making me sick.
Well, not directly, but they say all that old unused stuff, it gives off a low vibe energy, and that can attract illness.
So it's like my stuff is literally bringing me down,
Mm.
like physically and financially.
That's the idea. They see it as this blockage, like it stops those good healing vibes from flowing.
Wow. Okay, so a clean space equals good health.
In a way, yeah, it's more like a clean space allows that positive energy to flow more freely.
Okay, I get it. So it's about creating a space that supports your overall well-being, not just your wallet.
Exactly. It's like a holistic view of health. Your surroundings affect your mind, body, and spirit.
Okay, I gotta be honest, I'm a little skeptical. Can getting rid of some old clothes really make that much of a difference?
I hear you. And the article even says, just decluttering won't magically solve all your problems. Like, you gotta be working on yourself, too.
So it's more like a tool.
Exactly. Think of it as shifting your energy, like making yourself more open to abundance.
Okay, I like that. So where do we even start? My bedroom is, well, let's just say it has a lot of personality.
Haha. Well, they suggest you, really look at everything and ask yourself, does this serve a purpose? Does it make me happy?
So if the answer is no, it's gotta go.
Pretty much. I know it can be hard to let go, especially if things have a sentimental value. But remember, you're making space for something new.
And it's not just about getting rid of things, right? It's also what you bring into your space.
That's right. Surround yourself with things that lift you up, things that inspire you, things that make you feel good.
So it's like I'm consciously curating my space to reflect the abundance I want to attract.
Yes, I love that. And it all comes down to intention. As you declutter, think about what you want to create in your life.
So like if I want more money, I should visualize money flowing into my life while I'm cleaning.
Exactly. Or if you're looking for peace, try to create a calm and relaxing vibe in your room. It's about aligning your actions with your desires.
This reminds me of that part in the article where they talk about replacing Think and Grow Rich with Feeling is the Secret.
Oh, yeah. They swapped a book about the mental side of wealth with one that's all about, feeling the abundance.
It shows you how even the books on your nightstand can reflect your mindset. So, as we declutter, we should focus on creating a space that supports our goals and dreams. What stands out to you the most from all this?
What I find fascinating is how connected our environment is to how we feel inside. It's a good reminder that we are not separate from our surroundings. They affect us.
And that we have the power to shape our surroundings and, in turn, shape our lives. It's pretty empowering when you think about it.
Totally. And even if we're not totally buying into all this energy stuff, there are still real benefits to decluttering, right? Like less stress, more focus, and all that.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want that?
Exactly. So it's a win-win. Plus, remember, you can apply these principles to any area of your life. Your workspace, your car, your computer.
It's all about being mindful,
Yeah.
about the energy we're creating around ourselves.
Yes. Making choices that support us and help us grow.
This whole deep dive is really making me think. But before I go full-on clean freak, we should probably talk about how this energetic clutter could be messing with our health.
Yes. Let's unpack that a bit more in part 3.
Okay, so we've covered decluttering for, more money and a better mindset. But the article takes it a step further, saying clutter could be bad for our health too.
Yeah, it's a bit out there, but honestly, it makes you think, right? I mean, we all know that a messy space can make us feel stressed.
Right, and stress is definitely not good for you.
Exactly. It weakens your immune system and all that. So in a way, I guess it makes sense that clutter could be bad for your health.
So it's not like clutter's going to give you the flu, but more that it creates this environment where it's harder for your body to thrive.
Exactly. Have you ever noticed how when you walk into a spa, you just feel more relaxed?
Totally. It's like all that calm just washes over you.
Well, they're saying that our homes should have that same effect. It should be a place where we can, recharge and heal.
Okay, so it's not about living in a totally sterile environment. It's more about finding that balance.
Yeah.
Creating a space that feels good for your mind and body.
Exactly. It's like your external environment should be a reflection of your internal state. If you want to feel calm and peaceful, your home should reflect that.
So what does this mean for our listeners? Like, what's the takeaway here?
The takeaway is that our surroundings matter. They have a real impact on how we feel. And we can use that to our advantage, by creating spaces that support us and help us to thrive.
It's like we're the architects of our own well-being. We get to decide what kind of energy we want to surround ourselves with.
I love that. It's about being mindful and making conscious choices. And it starts by taking a look around your space and asking yourself, is this helping me or is this hurting me?
So if you're feeling stuck or just not yourself, maybe it's time to do some decluttering. What do you think?
Absolutely. Even if you're not like fully sold on all this energy stuff, there's still tons of benefits to decluttering. Less stress, more focus, better sleep, all that good stuff.
I am definitely feeling inspired to do some cleaning this weekend. So what's one thing our listeners can do today to start shifting their energy and creating a more abundant life?
Okay, here's a simple exercise. Pick one thing in your room that you don't need anymore. Anything. It could be a shirt, a book, whatever.
Okay, got it.
Now hold that item in your hands and really think about what it represents to you. Like, what are you holding on to? What are you afraid to let go of? And then just let it go. Donate it, throw it away, whatever feels right. And as you're doing that, visualize yourself releasing all that negative energy and making space for something new and amazing.
I love that. It's a small step, but it can make a big difference.
Absolutely. And it's a good reminder that we don't need to wait for the perfect time to start making changes. We can start right now.
This deep dive has been amazing. I've learned so much, and I know our listeners have too. So thanks for joining us. And remember, the journey to abundance is a lifelong process. So keep exploring and keep growing.